Jade Cargill's WWE run has taken yet another shocking twist following the controversial double countout finish on SmackDown. Reports now suggest that WWE officials deliberately booked the chaotic ending to protect Cargill from a second consecutive clean loss to Tiffany Stratton. According to multiple insiders, the company feared that 2 back-to-back defeats would significantly damage Cargill's aura as a top-tier star, forcing them to use the countout as a lifeline. This has instantly become one of the most debated booking decisions of the year, with fans split between outrage and relief over how WWE is handling one of its most hyped signings. The arrival of Nia Jax in the aftermath of the SmackDown main event has fueled speculation about an incoming triple threat showdown for the Women's Championship. Sources indicate that WWE Creative is strongly considering Stratton versus Cargill versus Jax as the marquee match for an upcoming premium live event. This setup would allow Stratton to pin Jax while Cargill remains unpinned, keeping her credibility intact. Fans are already buzzing online, predicting that WWE may use this exact scenario to stretch out the Stratton-Cargill rivalry into a long-term storyline. A growing number of fans believe that Jade Cargill is still WWE's top candidate to dethrone Tiffany Stratton and become the face of SmackDown's women's division. Despite her clean loss at SummerSlam, her presentation, fan reactions, and mainstream appeal continue to convince insiders that the company sees her as a future main event level attraction. Several analysts are reporting that WWE is carefully timing her eventual title win to maximize impact, possibly delaying the payoff until late 2024 or early 2025. Fan backlash against Jade's SummerSlam loss has not gone unnoticed backstage. Reports suggest that WWE executives were caught off guard by the overwhelmingly negative reaction online after Stratton's victory. Many fans felt that Cargill's aura as an undefeated monster was wasted too quickly. The company is now working overtime to rebuild her momentum through protected finishes, surprise attacks, and headline-grabbing rivalries that keep her in the conversation without damaging her mystique further. Backstage morale surrounding Jade Cargill has reportedly improved after SmackDown's main event. Insiders revealed that WWE higher-ups reassured her that the count-out finish was specifically designed to save her long-term credibility. Cargill is said to have taken the decision positively, understanding that the creative direction is still geared toward making her a top-tier player on SmackDown. Several sources claim she remains fully committed to the WWE schedule and eager to prove she belongs at the very top of the division. One of the biggest viral talking points online has been Jade Cargill's incredible spear through the barricade during her SmackDown clash with Tiffany Stratton. Fans across social media platforms have circulated clips of the moment, with many calling it one of the most devastating spots in recent women's wrestling history. The visual of both women laid out at ringside is already being described as an instant highlight reel moment that cements Jade's power-based style as a perfect contrast to Stratton's agility. There is also talk of WWE potentially delaying Jade Cargill's first championship victory until WrestleMania season to maximize the star power around her coronation. Creative insiders are weighing whether a long chase against Tiffany Stratton could produce more buzz than an immediate title change. The belief is that Jade's first big championship moment needs to be positioned on the grandest stage possible, and WrestleMania 41 has already been floated as the platform for her historic crowning. Speculation about a potential heel turn for Jade Cargill has emerged in the wake of Nia Jax's attack. Some analysts believe WWE may pivot her character into a darker, more ruthless version of herself, particularly if Stratton remains the company's chosen babyface champion. A heel Jade could open the door for fresh rivalries across the SmackDown roster, and fans are debating online whether her imposing look and dominant moveset make her more effective as a villain than as a heroic. Challenger WWE insiders have revealed that Jade Cargill has impressed locker room veterans with her commitment to improving her in-ring skills. Several top names reportedly praised her athleticism and her ability to adapt quickly to WWE style compared to her time in AEW. Trainers have noted her rapid progress in areas such as timing, selling, and ring awareness, fueling optimism that she could become one of the company's most complete performers within the next year. social media fan reactions to Jade Cargill's current storyline remain sharply divided. While some fans believe WWE is protecting her in the right way, others argue that the company should have already pulled the trigger on making her champion. Trending hashtags like Nudge Push Jade Cargill and Justice for Jade have trended on X, formerly Twitter, in the wake of SmackDown's finish, highlighting the passionate demand from her fan base for WWE to solidify her as the top woman on SmackDown. Rumors have also begun swirling about WWE possibly reuniting Jade Cargill with Bianca Belair in some capacity. The idea of Cargill and Belair either forming a dominant alliance or eventually clashing in a dream feud is reportedly on the table for late 2025. Insiders believe that pairing two of WWE's most marketable athletes could generate massive mainstream attention, particularly given their crossover appeal in fashion, fitness, and pop culture. There has also been chatter about Jade Cargill potentially appearing on Raw in the near future as part of a storyline crossover. Some sources believe WWE may use her star power to boost ratings on both brands, especially during weeks when SmackDown's card feels overcrowded. A short-term Raw appearance could be used to tease future rivalries beyond Tiffany Stratton, including names like Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, or Liv Morgan. One of the biggest debates in wrestling circles right now revolves around whether Jade Cargill should already be holding a singles championship. Supporters argue that her aura is too strong to delay, while critics warn that rushing her too quickly could expose her weaknesses. WWE appears to be leaning toward a slow burn approach, letting her rack up high-profile matches before eventually capturing the Women's Championship. At a major event, Jade Cargill's mainstream marketability continues to attract attention outside of WWE. Recent reports indicate that several fitness and fashion brands are eyeing potential partnerships with her, capitalizing on her crossover appeal. WWE reportedly views Cargill as one of its most valuable assets when it comes to attracting mainstream media coverage, and her future title win is expected to be heavily marketed beyond just wrestling fans. A leaked report suggests that WWE initially considered giving Jade Cargill the Women's Championship at SummerSlam before pivoting at the last minute to keep the belt on Tiffany Stratton. Creative sources revealed that there was intense debate within the company about whether Cargill was ready for such a huge win. Ultimately, officials decided that a loss could build more sympathy for her, but many fans remain frustrated that the decision undermined her early momentum. There is growing speculation that Jade Cargill could be positioned as the eventual face of the women's division when WWE begins its next big TV rights deal era. Company insiders reportedly view her as a long-term investment who can appeal to both hardcore fans and casual viewers. Her unique look, athletic background, and commanding presence are seen as key ingredients to carrying the division into the future. Rumors have emerged that WWE is carefully monitoring fan reactions to decide when and where Jade Cargill will win her first championship. The company is said to be looking for the perfect city and crowd to maximize the moment's impact, similar to how they staged Bianca Belair's historic WrestleMania 37 win. With multiple international premium live events on the horizon, some insiders believe WWE may save Cargill's big victory for a global stage to create worldwide buzz. Another layer of intrigue surrounds Jade Cargill's rivalry with Tiffany Stratton, as backstage sources have described their chemistry as one of WWE's strongest pairings in the women's division. Officials are said to be thrilled with how their matches have looked on TV, believing the combination of Cargill's power and Stratton's athleticism creates a unique clash of styles that could carry the division for months. Fans have speculated whether Jade Cargill's booking has been influenced by WWE's desire to protect Tiffany Stratton as their long-term centerpiece. Some analysts argue that WWE is walking a tightrope, trying to keep Stratton strong as a champion while simultaneously elevating Cargill. The balancing act has become one of the most fascinating storylines in WWE, with fans debating daily who should ultimately stand tall as the face of SmackDown's women's division. Jade Cargill's training regimen has also become a trending topic, as behind-the-scenes footage has circulated showing her working extensively at the WWE Performance Center between TV appearances. Trainers reportedly believe that her dedication is paying off, with improvements noticeable each week she competes. This has silenced some critics who question whether she could adapt quickly enough to WWE's style after her AEW run.